What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Aligning the Stars. I'm Jordan, and welcome back to the Venator build. Now, we're going to start at the end today. I need to have a stand for this thing. It's starting to, get a little big, a little heavy, and I want it to be sitting in its proper spot. So we're going to start by building the stand, which is actually at the very end of the build sequence. So we're going to start there. Okay, so we're going to take M31, and with the double thing down here on the bottom, we're going to take N5, the very bottom, right here. And looks like the smaller tabs go in here. Is that correct? Yes. All right, so we got N5, and then P6. Right there. Oh, I bend these too much. Okay, careful, Jordan. And then I'm assuming P5 is going to be at the very top here. So we're going to put that right here. There we go. That one went real nice. And then we're going to match up P10 here. And everything just gets in there real nice and tidy. This is likely to be a glue candidate right here. After all, it is the base for the model, although we'll see after everything is said and done with the build here. These pieces are a little flimsy. Okay, so that piece is put together. Then we're going to take P2, and it's going to go to the very top here. We look at it like this. Going to go just like that. I see. Okay, so we're going to line it up in these tabs right here. And being careful, not trying to force the issue too much. This piece is a little on the... There we go. Oh, it really does want to fit into place, so... There we go. This one is a little, there we go. Let's say not quite wanting to fit, but we're getting into place. Very nice. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing here on the other side. Just going to make sure, I don't know if we need any screwdriver encouragement here. There we go. So make sure that the label is on the inside. And then we're going to match this up here. And basically, for both of these sections here, they're basically the same. There's just one is taller for the back of the ship, and one is smaller for the front. Okay. Alright, so that post is now complete. Now, we are going to set that off to the side, and then we're going to take M32 on top and P16 on the bottom, okay, with the green tab facing towards the back. We're going to line these up. And then we got the green tab marked up to match up with the green tab wherever it wound up. There we go. So it is going to go right here. Those tabs and those tabs getting into place. Very nice. Yeah, it feels pretty sturdy. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take this Star Wars Venator Class Destroyer display plate, and we're going to fold these pieces here. Okay. Going to get this over the top and then get all of these tabbed into their proper homes. Now let's start at, let's go to the top. Let's start here. I just kind of want to pick one place to start and then kind of work the tabs down into their spots as you go along. And once you kind of find where everything's supposed to go, it will just get right into place. Wasn't always the case in the beginning, but then, once again, learning how to do things here, and definitely going to be paying attention for the next build that we do with these. All right, at the end of the series, I know what we're going to be doing next. I'll let you know. And then we are going to take this, fits in just like that, right to there, and we have one of our bases put together. All right, so let's go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. Set this one off to the side. And we are going to take, let's flip the page. What's funny is step 31 is put it down on the base. Just, okay, sure. P12 is going to go here at the top. Do we do it like that? There we go. Yes, P12. And then we're going to do P13 down here. Oh, they're a little bendy. And then take these two pieces here. Thankfully, it's all, there's no variation in what we're doing here. There we go. These cardboard pieces feel a little cardboardy. Catching my drift. Okay. So now we're going to turn this over. Line those tabs up. Get the tops put into place before we put anything else in. Find that one spot that works. If we can. There we go. Sometimes this needs a little bit of encouragement. And definitely screwdriver encouragement required. Okay. So, that one, although slightly bent, is now in place. And we are going to do the same thing on the other side. Just make sure the numbers aren't facing out. Start at the top. That one clicked right into place. That was super satisfying. And then that one, oh yeah. The other side was squared up, and so everything clicked right into place here. That was really nice. Get everything lined up. There we go. Then we're going to take the bigger piece here and put it over the top there. Just like on the other side, there's a little green marker. And we're going to take that green marker and match it up right there. Get all the tabs put in place. There we go. And quickly get this all bent up and ready to go. Right over the top. There's some slider pieces here. I want to get in. See right there. There we go. Kind of helps square it so it's in the proper place. Yeah, that one really nice. I noticed when I was editing, I'm like, there's a lot of squeaking going on, and if that bothers anybody, I do apologize. I was just like, oh my god. Thankfully, I'm able to get these in pretty good shots. Actually, I don't have to do. How do we do this? Did we do that right? Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I got them put in place correctly. Yeah, there we go. Did I do that? No. Good. Pay attention. There we go. And there we are. So we got the bases built. Fantastic news. All right, so we're not going to see much of the Venator outside of when we go at the very end, because we're going to be building all of the engine pieces, right? Well, most of the engine pieces for the starboard side today. So we're going to start with step 18, and it's all kind of laid out and ready to roll. Let's see if I did everything correctly. So we're going to take these three pieces, and the first one, got K12 up here at the top. Goes into K13, just like that. And then K14 goes in just like this. Oh, how interesting. So it kind of creates a bit of a cylinder sort of effect. How interesting. Imagine that this is going to be kind of a tough thing to do. Okay. So now we're going to take K16, which is this flame piece, which is pretty cool. And at the very bottom here, oh, I see. So I'm going to set this down. And I am going to carefully line up. Is there a way that they want to go? It does look like there's a bit of a pattern to it. I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do is just try to get these slotted into the little spots on there so that everything has a nice little home. And this can get pushed down. Okay, cool. So now we're going to use a little bit of screwdriver encouragement to get these pieces tabbed up and through so we're not... Okay, now how far down does that go? Pretty far down. Huh? Just like that? How far down? Is it going to go? Okay. All the way down. Okay. Yeah. Having the screwdriver here, necessary. For sure. Okay. So now, you're going to take K17, which is this piece here. Oh, I didn't do my CAD work. Oh, wow. There's been a lot of it today. This is my second episode I recorded today. Actually, it is my third episode that I've recorded today. One of the Enterprise and two of the Venator. I'm getting stuff done, boy. It looks like I didn't do any of my tab work on this one here. So let's get these chads off and make a mess. Yeah. Been trying to make sure I'm using more of my time productively. Got up early this morning, did a bunch of recording. Recorded episode 6 of the Enterprise last night. Dropped it this morning. So this is the morning that episode 6 has dropped. I haven't checked to see how many views it got. And really, once again, it's awesome. To have people watching almost immediately, which is super cool. I'm super humbled. This is so cool. Okay, so got those done there. Sorry. Thought usually I'm pretty good at getting my prep work done ahead, and I definitely don't do it over this surface because it just picks it up. Super crazy. I do it in a more efficient place, over my bed. So we are now going to, this was K16, yep. So now we're going to take K15 and we're going to take K17. This is this one right here. Another tab we didn't get. There we go. And then we're going to take K15 and on there, we're going to take this and then prop that right up there. Ooh. There we go. Let's see if we can. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start the orange dot there. Match us up with the orange dot here. So it's going to roll just like that. Then that tab. And then that tab. These tabs get through. We'll move on. Okay. The tab. And then I'm going to take my tweezers here. Push. Get those through. Now, that's a little bit of a staff right here. See if I can't get there we go. Okay. A little tight. Not as tight as I'd like it. But there we go. Okay. That's kind of interesting. So now we're going to take K11 and we're going to wrap it. Match the diamond to the diamond. Start there. Okay, cool. So I was wondering, the flames for the inside, I was like, are those on the inside or the outside? But it looks like it's going to be on the outside, which is super cool. Or the inside, which makes more sense than on the outside, Jordan. So, there we go. And we got that. I want to make sure I'm tabbing each one of these in before I'm moving too far ahead of myself. One, so I don't bend anything too much. And two, so that I'm being thorough and getting everything properly. Keep saying it, but I would have loved to have had these tweezers during the Flying Dutchman build. I was right in the very beginning, wasn't, you know, kind of like, what do I need to do all these models? And I bought this really nice, you know, oh no, don't do that. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a, definitely glad out of this tweezers. Glue candidate for sure, definitely going here. Definitely going here. Yeah, I bought this really nice kit, and really all I've used is a pair of tweezers. There we go. Focusing hard, making sure that it's getting into place. Wow, this is really challenging. Yeah. I knew this episode was either going to be super long or super short. I think today, super long is going to be the name of the game. Alright, so this engine is complete, and what I'm going to do off camera after we get done filming this episode for today, I'm going to go through and take the pieces and glue them into place so that we don't have any of this coming apart here around the seams. But there's one of the engines complete. So we are going to start here. Got all my pieces very carefully put together and separated and in order because I'm going to just go ahead and pull this right through here right now. It is a super complicated process, and I'm surprised that I'm not doing a worse job at building this right now. So there we are. Yeah, so we're going to start with, we're looking for E1. We'll start with E1. And with the engine facing out like this, we are going to take E5, which is, which one? E2. I think E5 is the big flame. E12, E6, yeah. So there we are. And we are going to put it just like that, okay? So then we're going to take E12. Get it in there. Then E8. Then E6. And then E2. And then the diamond, or the triangle, excuse me, is going to be at the top. And make sure I'm getting my symbols in the... Oh, I see how they did this. So there's the diamond, or the, excuse me, the triangle at the top there as well. So it's letting me know which one's which. I like that. Thank you. Thank you for intuitive model building. So now we are going to take C14, Is this C14? Yes, it is. And we are going to take C14 and we're going to match up the triangles right there. Okay, cool. I like that. That's great instructions right there. Thoughtful. Find a line into place, and then everything else will kind of settle. There we go. There we go. Cool. Straighten that all out. There we are. And we're going to take E3. And E3 is going to go in to the next one down. And then E4 goes to the very bottom. Is that how that goes? Looks like that. There we are. Sorry, just focusing. Thrilling commentary, I know. It's a super complicated part of the build. And then we're going to take E4, and it's going to go along the bottom. Okay. That's kind of cool. Just building the engine tubes. It's curious how I was curious how they were going to take care of this. How they're going to design that into the model. Okay. So now we're going to take the next sequence here of these, and they are going to go. So we're going to start with C3 up here. We've got a circle to a circle. I was glad I kind of read that right. I was kind of like, am I doing this wrong? Am I jumping too far ahead? Am I going crazy? But I was correct. So circle to a circle. Yeah. Building full tubes here. Engine tubes. There we are. Okay. And then E7 is going to be on the top. There we go. Where are we? E7. Okay. I'm just going to go with what I'm seeing here. C1. I'm matching up circles to circles right now. And then E7. Where does E7 go? Right there? Okay. I hope I'm getting this right. We're about to find out, aren't we? And finally, it's pretty cool. There. Oop, don't touch the tabs, Jordan. There we go. Nice and square in place. So now we're going to take C6, which is going to be the smaller one here, I believe. Yep, C6. And we find the point that matches up here. C6, we start in the middle. And which way are we going? C6. We're going to go like that. Match up that point. Which way do we go? Looks like we're going that way. Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm getting everything going the right way here. Okay, I'm back, and I gotta say that this, I, I, I don't know. This thing was, oh, it was a build. I'm going to go through, and after we complete this video, I gotta glue the ends here together because nothing's wanting to stay. Nothing wanted to fit together properly. I'm a little leery about some of these engines going forward. I'm going to take my time and probably practice with a step before I do this again. We do have another small engine here to build before we go for the day. So, oh man, this one was a bit of a janktastic ride, if I got to be honest with you. So this first one here is F20, and we're going to bend it and create a bit of a circle. And that's the thing, I'm not quite sure what went wrong there. I may take it apart, put it back together again, glue some pieces together. Not quite sure. Kind of strange. So we are going to take that like that to there. Locks into here, although I should probably go in the other direction. Wrap around from the outside. Yeah, this is a little weird. The first engine went together no problem. Second one, definitely a problem. For sure. So I'm not quite sure if it was user error, not reading the instructions properly, but that was a solid, I gotta be real, probably about half hour of my time that I was just off camera trying to figure that out. And it was a little frustrating. I was just like, am I gonna be able to finish recording this one? Got other things I'd like to do today. As this is the last little bit of recording I'm doing for this week, outside of recording our podcast. Ugh. Man, Jordan, be careful. Yeah. This wraparound stuff is just very difficult to pull off and do so cleanly. Yeah, I'm just making a mess. All of this. And that's all this one is? It's a tiny little one that goes on the end? Okay, well, I'm going to glue that one together. Yeah, all these engines are going to get a glue treatment for sure. I think it's just a smart thing to do. Okay, there we are. Now, we're going to build a slightly smaller version of the one we just did. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do the same thing we did there. And we're going to start with M5 right here. And we're going to take M4 and we're going to go just like here. And then we're going to take this one here. It looks like we're going to come up from the bottom. Okay. All right. Is that correct? Okay, we'll start over on this one. I'm struggling. Been building for a minute. I think my brain is done. So I'm going to take there. This is an M4. And we're going to go right over the top here. Then I see. Take this one, go over the top. It's like that to create that sort of shape. Then take this piece here, the flames, Screwdriver encouragement. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. Now, let's see here. Yeah, this one is fairly simple. It's a small engine. It gives me time to practice up a little bit. So, yeah, that's all ready to go. Now, we're going to take this piece here and diamond lines up with diamond. And I'm wondering, once again, I'm just wrapping my head around what I possibly did wrong. I know I pre-rolled everything, like it was all should have been good to go. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Anyway, well, lamenting doesn't do anything but stop the process. So let's go ahead and get that done. And then, so, three tabs at the end are for this piece here. Okay. So, it goes like this. What am I doing wrong? These engines. That and that. There we go. Yeah, their instructions there were a little incorrect. That was interesting. Yeah, the instructions were completely incorrect. That. Okay, so that one's on there. And then we need to get this piece. Of course, we forgot to put that in there. Yeah, sorry, this episode's been a little bit of a challenge for old Jordan. For whatever reason. Yeah. Really struggling to get this build correct today. But, you know, we're learning. Yeah, guys, this has been a challenge for me today. Doing a lot of builds, and I think that my brain has just stopped wanting to think clearly on that. Like that, and then that. Okay. In place there. Yeah. I'm just not sure. Wow. I must have tried that combination a couple of times, but kind of like got to combine the roll of both pieces together, which is weird. But maybe that's what I did wrong in the last one. I'm going to take a look at what I did. Because none of this looks right. Well, as was a couple of episodes ago, really running into some issues here with some jankiness, and I'm just not sure if I'm not doing everything correctly. I feel like I'm doing everything right, following the instructions pretty clearly, and nothing is quite lining up the way it's supposed to. So, I'm going to end this episode here today. I need to take a look to see what I've done and what I've done wrong, and we're going to reapproach, and yeah, I'll go ahead and give you an update with the next video. So, really appreciate your time watching today. Thank you for dealing with my frustration. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And until we see each other again, the Force will be with you always.